The internet is a place where appearances matter more than reality, and no one understood that better than Amber Ray. A lifestyle influencer with more than 4 million followers across various platforms, she had built her empire on pastel-colored smoothie bowls, avocado toast arranged like fine art, and daily affirmations that always ended with a glowing reminder of her compassionate vegan lifestyle. Amber's brand was carefully designed. Companies that sold plant-based products sent her crates of free samples. She had partnerships with cruelty-free makeup lines, and she even published an electronic book titled Glow Green, a guide to radiant vegan living. Her fans adored her and constantly wrote comments such as, "You are such an inspiration and I went vegan because of you, Amber." But behind the ring light, Amber's life was not as cruelty-free as she claimed. It all began on a quiet Sunday afternoon when Amber decided to host a casual live stream from her apartment. She wanted to connect with fans in a relaxed way, without the heavy editing and filters that she usually applied. Wearing an oversized hoodie and with her hair in a messy bun, she sat at her kitchen counter, talking about mindfulness, sustainable fashion, and of course, her vegan journey. At first, everything went smoothly. Thousands of fans tuned in, sending hearts and questions in the live chat. Amber sipped on an oat milk latte, spoke about how dairy was a thing of the past, and even lectured briefly about the environmental footprint of animal agriculture. Then everything changed. Amber's roommate Zoe had left a plate of food on the counter, scrambled eggs, toast, and several sizzling strips of bacon. The smell filled the apartment. Amber, distracted by answering questions, casually reached over, grabbed a piece of bacon, took a bite without thinking, and without even glancing at what she was eating. For a moment, nothing happened. She chewed, swallowed, and continued speaking about staying true to one's values. Then the live chat exploded with outrage. "Wait, is that bacon? Amber, what are you eating? That is not vegan. Fake vegan. Exposed." Amber froze. The strip of bacon hovered in her hand like a piece of undeniable evidence. Her eyes darted to the plate and horror spread across her face. "Oh my goodness," she stammered. "This is not what it looks like." But it was exactly what it looked like. Clips of the live stream spread faster than wildfire. Within minutes, the video had been clipped, shared, and turned into endless memes across social media. Hashtags trended worldwide. Bacongate, fake vegan Amber exposed. Fans felt betrayed. People who had trusted her recipes and who had changed their diets because of her content were furious. One person wrote, "I gave up cheese for this woman." Others accused her of profiting from a lifestyle that she clearly did not practice. Comment sections turned brutal. So all those lectures were just lies? Imagine selling vegan cookbooks while eating bacon behind the scenes. Unfollowed? Cannot trust influencers anymore. Amber scrambled to contain the damage. The next day, she uploaded a long apology video titled, "Clearing the Air." Sitting in front of her usual white and gold background, she tried to explain. "Yesterday on livestream, I made a huge mistake. I accidentally ate bacon without realizing it," she began, her voice trembling. "It was my roommate's food and I was not paying attention. Please understand, I am human too. I make mistakes." But viewers were not convinced. One person wrote, "You did not just put it in your mouth by accident. You chewed it and kept talking about vegan values while eating it." Another wrote, "If you were really vegan, the smell and taste would be obvious. You would not just keep going." Amber's subscriber count began to plummet. Brands she worked with quietly ended their sponsorship deals. Plant-based protein company announced that they were re-evaluating partnerships to ensure authenticity. Behind the scenes, Amber felt her world falling apart. She sat at her kitchen table scrolling through endless comments, many of them cruel and some even gleeful. But mixed with the mockery, there were thoughtful criticisms. Former fan wrote, "It is not about perfection. It is about honesty. If you are not fully vegan, just be upfront. Do not sell us an image you do not live by." That comment hurt the most, because deep down, Amber knew the truth. She was not vegan anymore. She had been vegan for about 6 months, but then late-night cravings and old habits crept back in. At first it was only cheat days, then sneaking cheese pizza, then bacon once in a while. But her audience had grown so fast and her brand deals were so lucrative that admitting she was no longer strictly vegan felt impossible. So she kept up the performance, till the bacon exposed her. In the weeks that followed, Amber tried to rebuild her image. She posted videos about imperfection and wellness. rebranding herself as someone who was mostly plant-based but honest about struggles. A small portion of her followers stayed, appreciating the transparency, but the majority never returned. Some called it the fall of an influencer. Others said it was a reminder not to idolize people on the internet. Amber learned the hard way that authenticity matters more than appearances. Her smoothie bowls still gained likes, but they never carried the same power as before. And whenever she went live, someone inevitably commented, "So bacon or no bacon today?" She had become a cautionary tale in the digital age, a reminder that the internet never forgets, that one careless bite can topple a carefully built empire.